VJose32 back again. Merry Christmas, everyone. Tomorrow is the big day, but of course, if you've really don't got anything else better to do or you don't celebrate Christmas, I'll have a video or two up for you. But today, I figured I'd do a little last minute deck report before Christmas. So let's start off right here with Kickstarter. First of all, the Bicycle Red Core from Collectible Playing Cards. Very well funded with over 200% now. 8 days to go. Bicycle Essence, also from Collectible Playing Cards, is also well funded with 21 hours to go. Make sure you check those out if you haven't done so already. Next up is the Bicycle Collectors from Elite Playing Cards. Kind of an odd name, but it is well funded, over 200% with 21 days to go on that one. Then there's this new deck called the Bicycle Nouveau. Nouveau, of course, being French for new. It's 12% funded currently with 37 days to go. It just launched from somebody in Spain, ironically enough. A French name from a deck from somebody in Spain. Here you see the back design of the cards, the back of the box. This is the second one here is a turquoise edition, which I'm guessing is locked. It's featuring the original heroes of the first 16th century French decks in this custom Art Nouveau inspired deck, which I think is an awesome idea. Here you go, you see the faces inspired by their original counterparts. King of Spades representing King David from the Bible. Queen of Spades representing the Greek goddess Pallas Athena. Jack of Spades representing Algier the Dane. He's a legendary character. And I'll just change it now. Here's your faces. Kind of standard, but hey, it works. It looks good. Fits with the theme. Here's some more court cards. Jokers and the Ace of Spades. Very thin borders. I don't know if USBC is going to be able to pull that off very well, but looks good. And I mean, the prices aren't too bad. It's only $4 shipping for one deck international, $6 for two. There is t-shirts, shirts, hoodies, wooden boxes. If they hit $20,000, the deck will be embossed. If they hit $30,000, double the goal, that's a big if, they'll add the turquoise edition. At $32,000, they will emboss that one. So that is that. Pretty good stretch goals. Time will tell if they will actually hit that or if they will even fund. It is very early on. However, in my honest opinion, it's not the best time of year to launch a deck on Kickstarter because it is Christmas. A lot of people have outspent themselves already as it is and really aren't looking to back projects on Kickstarter at this time. But we'll see what happens. Next up, we got Duality by Maven Playing Cards. 34% funded, 23 days to go. Perfect example. It's struggling a little bit to get funded, but it still has time. Vegas Playing Cards by Benzie Cohen. 36% funded, 4 days to go. Forget about it. This one is just, it looks like it's going down. I think it was up to 38% funding at some time. It's gone down. 4 days to go. I mean, it could still happen, but it's not looking good. This is a deck that has a 300-pound goal. That's like $500 US. It's nothing. And they haven't even hit 50% yet. That's just absolutely terrible. Tells you how bad that deck is. Moving along, though, we got the limited edition Perspective Playing Cards by Hudson Design. 27% funded, 22 days to go. I'm not sure if I looked at this one before, so I'll look at it quickly here. There's 3 different ones, apparently. Some are locked. Oh yeah, check this out. Apparently, there is a 12 decks he's giving away. I'm not sure how he's doing that, but that's not exactly allowed on Kickstarter. And is pretty much bribery in my opinion. But anyways, here's your Ace of Spades. It's got a concentric theme, lots of circles and also triangles and stuff like that. 3 different decks. The red one, the race, which is green. That's everybody calls it race. And then the shell, which is black, and again, no idea why he calls it the shell. But as you can see, the back design is basically the same. They got words on them like perspective and mirror image perspective and something on the sides that I can't read. I'm not particularly fond of this brightness that you see on this black deck. It just takes away what you see here in the center, basically. I don't know. I mean, if I were to see the card person, I might change my opinion on it. Here you see some of the number cards, well, all the number cards. And court cards. The court cards aren't exactly appealing to me, especially with all the white space and not even suit indicators on there. And then the pips, they look like clubs, all of them, especially hearts look like upside down clubs. And I mean, I get he's trying to use circles for everything, but it doesn't work too well. And a lot of people are saying, the ace of spades looks like this. Right here it looks like nipples and, well, testicles. It's just funny. So here's your court cards. They're just nothing spectacular. I do like how he used the pips though for the crowns, clubs, as you can see, and then different ones. And he even got the Suicide King in there. And this is the shell deck. This is the limited edition one that apparently you can get free if you buy a brick once they hit a certain goal. And then if they hit more stretch goals, you can get 2 or free for free. But there's no way to actually add it on if you don't buy a brick, which to me is just not good. But anyways, that is that one. And I don't know if it's going to fund at this point in time. It's going pretty slowly. Next up is Daily Critter Playing Cards, Pun-Based Critters by Alberto Rodriguez. 12% funded, 31 this year, not doing particularly well. Chile Macabre Playing Card Art Deck by Jeff Perryman. 96% funded, 66 hours to go. It's not a bad looking deck of cards, it's just a little too cartoony for my liking, and I don't know who's producing it, which is a bit of a turnoff. They need less than $300 to get funded. I think they'll get funded, but it's going to be a bit of a little last minute push. Decades, Playing Cards by Derek McGee and Pure Imagination Projects. 28% funded, 15 days ago. This one's having a bit of a struggle because it's just too standard in my opinion. I mean, it's just kind of simple. Jokers and Ace of Spades. And the back designs maybe leave a little bit to be desired. Tendril Ascendant and Nightfall by Paul Carpenter and Incarded is now finally over 200% funding. I knew that would happen eventually. And 5 days to go. Definitely check those ones out. Next up is the Emblem Playing Cards by Jackson Fife. 12% funded, 37 days to go. I just don't see this one happening. It's not getting the support or the backing. And I don't think having it on for another 37 days is really going to change that fact. I just don't think that enough people are going to come in and see this and go, wow, I got to get this and back it. Most people have already seen it and have already decided to pass on it. So that's why I think that projects should not go on for 40 or 50 days. Because it's not going to make a difference. Then there is, this card dealer thing, which is just BS saying where you can get these anywhere. 12% funded, 19 days to go, not a chance in hell. Heroes Cards by Ana de Dondes, 24% funded with 23 days to go. May get funded, I don't know. Oh, funny, they threw up a weird Santa Claus on there. I think there's an image of the back design on here somewhere now. My problem is that a lot of these images, as you can see, are just sketches. They don't look complete. And I know that's a few other people have been turned off by that. Here you see a sketch of the back design and the Ace of Spades again. more sketches. It's, I mean, it's just, it is what it is. A lot of sketches, it looks incomplete, and the back design, by the way, a one-way back design, which, I mean, it fits, it makes sense. You got the good side and the evil side, so why not? And apparently they got plans for more decks as well. Revenge playing cards by Jose Carra. 42% funded, 7 days to go. I don't think there's much of a chance in hell that this one gets funded. And that's what happens when you do things ass backwards, in my opinion. Had he launched this originally, in his original project, with just a small goal and produced by Make Playing Cards, or even some other company, might have funded, and then that would have been that, and he could have had a stretch goal for USPC deck, but he didn't. He decided come out swinging with the big guns, go USPC or go home, and people told him to go home because they just weren't interested, and his goal was too high to fund because it was USPC, so he kind of shot himself in the foot by going with USPC in the first place because it just made the goal too high. So, like I said in my Kickstarter tips, start small, then go big if necessary, if the project warrants it. If there's enough backing and funding to go from MPC to USPC, by all means. But if not, then you don't. At least starting small with like MPC or some other company, you have a chance at getting printed and getting funded and getting your deck produced and your dreams, fulfilled. And if not, if you start with a big goal for a USPC deck, your chances might not be too good. Anyways, enough ranting. So that's what's going to that one. Breaking Bad playing cards by Albino Dragon and Eric Dullman. Struggling. 72% funded with 7 days to go. I think it will fund in the end, but it's really struggling to get there. I don't know why, especially since they've opened it up to America, or to Canadian and British customers. By the way, they're also trying to do some international shipping on their website, so you might want to check that out if you're interested in getting anything. But that is that. Viking playing cards, if that's even a real project, by Daniel Olson. 8% funded, 28 days to go. It's actually gone down a little bit. I was told this was just like a test thing and that he was going to cancel it. Hasn't happened yet, which raises my suspicion that much more, because it's definitely not anywhere near a USPC funding goal. But it's not going to happen anyway. And bear with me, a little bit more to tell you about here, and then I got a few other decks to tell you about outside of Kickstarter. There's the Care and Feeding of Baby Dragons book and deck by Jessica Feinberg. Well funded with over 200% funding and still 27 days to go. Whispering Imps Gamesters Edition playing cards by Chris Chelko, and Whispering Imps is funded, 30 days to go. They do have, I believe it's a gold and silver edition decks to be unlocked or added on in the near future, and a couple other things I believe, so stay tuned for that. Then there is the Pandora deck by Oliver Sorensen. 20% funded, 14 days to go. It's not particularly looking good. Once again, I think the currency has a part in that, just like a couple other projects. Pelted Primacy playing cards by James Augustine. 6% funded, 22 days to go. This one just amuses me a little bit. It's the fourth attempt. Originally, he tried the first project, he just canceled it flat out. His other two attempts were for a USPC Bicycle branded deck. He got like $1,500 in one and $1,800 or $1,900 in the second one. Now he's got a goal for $5,500 for a deck by Make Playing Cards, and there's still not a chance in hell, because he couldn't even get $2,000 with a USPC deck. You expect to get $5,500 with an MPC deck now all of a sudden? Not a chance in the hell. It's just like the revenge playing card. Started off with a bicycle deck. Now he's trying to get. He didn't even get $3,000 with a bicycle deck, and now he's trying to get $3,000 with an NPC deck. Not a chance in hell. And then the back designs on these cards and the boxes on this Pelted Primacy, not very good. It seems like every time he relaunches the project, he has a new back design. None of which are very good or striking or anything like that. Oh, there's a garbage. And the box isn't very nice either. Either is the whole theme, just animals on the code cards and stuff like that. Cartoony, anime type figures. Just not interesting anyone. Moving along, there is the Vox playing cards by Bo Chalice, Project Vox, and designed by Lautrec of Half Moon playing cards, who did previously the Grotesques and the Venexianas. Here they are. It's got a diamond in the back design. It still has some elegance to it. I apologize about that garbage, a recycling truck out there making a whole bunch of noise. So you can see the back design's got some diamonds with it. Pretty nice, simple yet somewhat elegant design to it. Court cards, they appear to be faceless. However, there is stretch goals where you can pledge $150 to be the Jack of Hearts or the Queen of Diamonds. There was one Jack of Clubs which is gone. I don't know who got that one. And for $400, you can be the King of Diamonds. The other ones, I'm not sure who they are. Looks like there's some here that are already taken by I'm not sure who. I'm not sure how they get to be on there, and I don't, but whatever. And you can see they're fairly standard court cards with custom faces. A pretty decent back design, yet somewhat simple. But actually very nice in my opinion. I like the back design. And the Ace of Spades, you get somewhat simple, but with a little bit of intricacy to it. I just don't know if it's going to fund, especially at this time of year. It's not doing very well, but it does have 26 days to go. And then there is the Explore playing cards, which I think we looked at before, by Harris Soetikno. I hope that's pronounced correctly. 49% funded, 25 days to go. This one actually has a bit of a chance to fund. It still has plenty of time. It's about halfway there. And it's a really nice set of cards. I like it. We'll show it to you very quickly, just in case you haven't seen it yet. It's got kind of a travel and exploration theme. The spades feature places dealing with modern architecture, including this place in Dubai. Hearts, romantic places like Paris. Clubs is historical and cultural places like the Machu Picchu, however you pronounce that. And diamonds is popular cities like Auckland, New Zealand. No doubt my city of Winnipeg is on there, popular city. But anyways, the back design is this right now. Kind of minimalist. In black, there's actually voting going on about whether it should be black, red, or blue, like the original one was blue, or whether it should have something different. And also there's minimalist designs. The only thing I've seen is it's a one-way design because of these pips in the corners, and I'm going to recommend remove the pips. Make it a two-way back design. I know the faces are a one-way design, but well, I guess whatever. It's fine. It is what it is. I really don't care. It's a pretty cool deck of cards anyways. Then there's these two, the cannabis-themed deck by Carl DeVries and the 2015 Life Hacks by Blake somebody. Both 0% funded with only a few bucks to each. 8 days on the one, 10 days on the other. Not a chance in hell for either one. They can go take their decks and smoke them. Anyways, outside of Kickstarter, there's been a few releases. Let's go to Legends playing cards right now. That's not one of the releases. That's from a while back. They have some new decks out, including a special brick for $110. It includes the new decks are the following. We'll look at them. The 52 plus Joker Gold deck. Right there. Pretty cool. Some metallic inks it looks like. Printed by Legends, obviously, and designed by Jackson Robinson for the 52 plus Joker Club. The original one that was for club members only, I think had a black color, and it was for club members only, so it's kind of hard to find outside that. But they decided to make this one available to everyone through Legends playing cards, and it is what some people are not too happy that it just has the Jackson Robinson tally hole faces, but I guess that's his standard court card and face for his kind of standard deck, so it is what it is. Another deck is this one, the Onita. I remember during Black Friday they actually sent out an email and said, hey, come try to solve this mystery of what this deck is. If you do it, we'll give you this one free before anyone else gets it. I was unable to find out what it was. All they showed was like the first 3 letters, and I thought it was onion. But I was obviously wrong. I have no idea what Onita stands for there. I mean, I tried Googling names and I never saw Onita. But here's what you get. It's an interesting, simple back design. Nice spade pip. And then the court cards look like they're fairly standard. Same with the number cards. Yes. But I mean, it's not bad. And then the other one is the Classic Gold. This is their take on the Classic Twins, Classic Black decks that came out from Cards and Arts that were done by Expert Playing Cards. They decided to try and outdo Expert Playing Cards with the Classic Gold. There it is. Very nice. But again, fairly standard. This one is like $10, $9.75. The other one, Onita, I think is only $7.75. I guess they can tell that it's not going to sell too well, so they put a lower price. And of course, you can get a brick with 4 of each for $110 plus shipping. And then there's some new stuff on Collectible Playing Cards to tell you about. They now have all 3 Blackout Kingdom decks available, and all 3 Steampunk Bandits decks available. No mini decks though. They also have the Bicycle Aves by Lux Playing Cards right here, and their newest deck, the Bicycle Casino, which did not quite make it on Kickstarter, but they're selling it on their website. And you might have seen it before, but as you can see, it has a bit of a casino and gambling theme. That's the Ace of Spades. It's got this nice poker chip on it with spades. The Jokers have some gamblers. Court cards have some casino people, as you can see. Dealers. The aces actually look pretty nice. The back design is a little bit of something that some people might not like too much. It's just a bunch of pips. The swirly design, but it's not bad. I do like the faces quite a bit. And each suit actually stands out. Each suit has its own color. Black and black, black and green, red, red and blue. So it's pretty cool. One more picture. There it is. And I think it looks like it is a one-way back design on the back of the card. So it's just a little bit of a same, but it is what it is. So you can get that right now from Collectible Playing Cards. And I think that's all I've got. I will see you next time on my channel with more deck reviews and videos, including unboxing video coming up today. And I also have a card class and a deck review up today already. So stay tuned. I'll see you next time with more.